Hi there, I'm playing Caveblazers. These are all the people that I rescued, since I have beaten the game a few times, 5 times. These are various perks which let you start with different starting stats and items and some unique effects. I have not yet beaten the game as Dashy Joe. You start with a ruby wand, increased magic damage, and your max health is halved. Yeah, let's see if I can beat it this time. So this game is... it's pretty similar to Vagante, maybe between Vagante and Spelunky in terms of where it is in video game design space, and I think it's pretty good. So I have a magic wand that lets me do this, and it recharges. You can see it in the top left. Just running around and grabbing some money because I'll be able to use it for stuff later. Wow, how surprising. You have a melee weapon, a ranged weapon, and you can equip usually one magic item, and this Dashy Joe perk that I picked lets you start with this one. So on use you dash forward and it does 9 to 11 damage plus 5 because I got plus 5 magic damage. You can also see my sword and my bow, which I will probably be replacing soon because they're starter items and they're not that good. So I'm going to not die to these guys. They're not too difficult. Just need to make sure that they don't get the jump on me. And that this bat doesn't either. So a lot of times in this game you just kind of want to analyze each situation and find the safest way to approach it. Their healing is a little bit rare, so you want to protect your life very carefully. I don't think these guys can get up to me, so I'm going to actually... Oh, okay. That guy took care of the problem on his own. Picked up a few items there. A red potion that is unidentified. I usually find that it is... Oh, are you going to jump on the spikes too? Come on. I know you're thinking about it. Alright, fine. I usually find that it's okay to just drink potions. Yeah, so that one was good. No need to eat these hearts or eat this elven bread left yet. The bread gives me plus 5 max health when I eat it, but it restores a lot of health, so I'll save it. I got an ice bow, so let me equip that. And this item will take the place of my ruby wand. Has a use effect, gives me some extra melee damage, but the ruby wand is quite good, so I'm just going to stick with that. See, that's an example of what you can do with the ruby wand. You can dash through enemies and damage them. And I think I've already been up there. Yep. So now... Ooh, you almost got me, bat. Enemies do not have contact damage in this game. So, yeah, you can... Once you know their attacks, you can dodge them. And there's a down stab, as I've been demonstrating. This is a blessing. When you pick that up, you get some good effect, and that's a pretty nice one. Enemies can now drop items. This guy will explode, so I'm trying to keep my distance. And ideally... Actually, I can use my ruby wand. It gives you iframes, so it's quite effective at dealing with those guys. Those things in the ceiling, those open up a secret. If I'm strong enough, I may attempt the secret gauntlet that they open. Come up here, buddy. Okay, fine. Oops. Missed the bat. First damage. Okay, so I got a whip. It is significantly better than my steel sword. More damage, extra knockback, and an extra ring slot. I don't yet have any rings. This is a bracer, not a ring. feel like I was in the middle of explaining something just then. Oh well, I'm sure it'll come up again. So I'm just looking for those runes in the ceiling and activating them because I might want to do the thing that they unlock. A fire totem. That's another equipable magic item. I'm gonna get rid of this guy before it becomes a problem. And for the same reason, I'm not going to use it because I like the ruby wand. So master bow, which is better? This has a 25% chance to slow targets, but does significantly less damage. I'm going to use the master bow. Spiked stick is just way worse than the whip, and maybe I'll drink some more potions here. Okay, that's good. And that's also good. This is a blessing choice. Regeneration. I think this one heals you 10 at the start of each floor. Poison affinity I do not care about, because I'm not doing poison. And tenacious I think is when you're at low health you do extra damage. So I'll take the regen blessing. It's not my favorite, but it was the best of those three, I think. And I'm feeling decently strong, so I am actually going to try to find the rest of those ceiling runes and see if I can tackle that gauntlet for the rewards that it gives, which are not, like, amazing, but I think they're worth getting. Okay, there's the last room. So this will take me to the secret floor with the gauntlet instead of the next floor, the real next floor. These bats will breathe fire at you. I'm trying to get them to do it so I can show it off. Yep. And they don't attack too often, so as long as you keep your distance and stay safe, they're not too much of a problem. I'm pretty much just going to try to tackle everything carefully here, because the rewards are really only worth it, I think, if you don't end up taking too much damage in this zone. So if I don't feel like I have a strong enough start, I will not go here. A lot of these guys are going to be pretty easy to deal with, thanks to the ruby wand. The iframes that it gives and just general mobility are pretty nice. Yeah, just take all those guys out with the wand, so it's not going to be a problem. Drink random potions, why not? Haven't been punished yet. Oh, the guy almost got me. Those ones do explode on contact, I think. So these lighter green slimes are poison slimes, and the orange ones are fire slimes. I neither want to be set on fire nor poisoned, so I'm going to keep my distance. And my bow does quite a lot of damage, so I should be okay here. There we go. Okay, now we've got this jerk, who I think I can stun lock. Yeah. He was trying to fire his gun at me, but not good enough. I was kind of expecting my... Oh. Okay, I'm taking some damage now. Let me quickly eat this elven bread. I was expecting my ruby wand to one-shot those goblins, but I don't have enough magic damage yet for that to be the case. Get out of here, little skull. That one, does it have an item? No, I think that's a skull in its body. Yes, just a skull. Sometimes those big ones have items. And this is the boss of the Gauntlet Zone. As long as you avoid its poison spit attack, it's pretty easy, actually. Okay, so this is the main reward for doing it. Your melee attack speed gets increased, and your heavy attacks, which is the third one in the attack combo, will stun enemies. The stunning is pretty nice. The increased attack speed is, I guess, better for getting to that third hit that does the stun. Okay, this is the true level 2, and I got my healing at the start of the level. This strange thing over here is a blood shrine. I can sacrifice most of my health to get a powerful blessing. And since I have 4 hearts, I think I'll do it. Just heal back up a little bit. And what is this? Equip 1 additional magic item. Alright, well, so there's a bit of an awkward thing here where both of my magic items are going to be used at the same time, so I want to pick one that I don't mind using in addition to the dash from the Ruby Wand. This one just has the passive effect, so that's pretty nice. I'm not that familiar with this one. Maybe I'll try it out and see how it works. Critical Blessing, Piercing, or Arcane. This one I think just increases your melee and range damage based on how much magic damage you have. And I do have extra magic damage. This one gives you a chance for critical hits, and this one makes your arrows pierce. They're all good, so I think I'll take this one though. Oh, you can't down stab with a whip, of course. And what have I picked up here? +1 melee damage, ranged, and 5 max health. Sure, no reason not to equip that. Trident Shot. I think I've seen this one once before. Very little damage from direct hits, but if you fire at the ceiling, it rains down magic bolts. It's a neat idea. I find it awkward to use. Let me, demonstrate it on this slime. So it's interesting. I'll try using it for now, but I'll probably switch back to the Master Bow. Yeah, like here I guess I can do that. Ow. Those spikes are not instant death, but they do 80 damage, so they would kill me in this state. I feel like I need the ability to actually use my bow in enclosed quarters, and the Trident Shot does not do that. This thing I'm standing on is an altar. You can use it to combine identical items. So I can toss on 2 spike sticks and get a super spike stick. 14 to 16 damage, +1 ring slot. So it is worse than the whip. That's fine. Maybe I'll find some more items that I can combine with this altar later. Nice job, buddy. Do I have any bombs? Yes, but there's no real reason to get in there because I don't have any benefit yet from just defeating normal enemies. I have been forgetting to use my magic items. So I place the totem here. I guess it only fires if there's an enemy around. This is a healing shrine. I can use it to restore 100 health. I'm not going to use it yet because it might take more damage. What does this do? Yeah, it's pretty good. Fire resistance is nice. Excuse me, I was in the middle of something. Damage resistance. Now, is that better than the extra knockback and ring slot? The whip also does a little bit more damage. I'm going to take it for the damage resistance. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Oh yeah, you can walk sideways through spikes, Spelunky style. This is a box that causes random events. I've noticed that some of them have minuses and some of them have pluses, and I think that indicates whether the effect is going to be positive or negative. Let me try just tossing this spike pit. Okay, I'm glad I chose there. And that was indeed a negative effect. Let me go grab this potion. Okay, I think I've gotten only good potions so far. There are bad potions. Oh, nice try, bat. The way that you fire arrows is by flicking the right stick of the controller in that direction. You can fire in 8 directions. I do find the range controls a little bit awkward in this game, especially because sometimes my controller interprets a flick in one direction as a flick in the other one. If you noticed a bit ago, I fired an arrow in completely the wrong direction from the bat that was hanging on the ceiling. That was why. Minus magic charge, but some extra bonuses. I don't mind losing the max health there for extra damage. Oh, Crowbill Ring can be upgraded. Just gives all stats. That seems quite good. And it says it can be, all the Crowbill items can be upgraded indefinitely. Can I place the totem in the air? No, if I'm not standing on the floor, it will not place. Let me try placing a totem here and see. Oh, it can. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep using it for now. So there's a few different types of magic items in this game. Some of them just give you passive effects. Some of them charge on a timer, like the Ruby Wand. And some of them, like this Fire Totem, charge based on hits. So each hit with a ranged or melee weapon will charge at a certain amount. Let me just clear out this side, see if I can find any more items. Yep, Crown Ring, Spike Trap. Spike Trap, you can just place it on the floor, and then it damages enemies that step on it. Crown Ring, your heavy attacks stun targets. My heavy attacks already do that, thanks to the Champion Blessing. So, Crown Ring is not something I'm going to keep around or use. I'm going to go back for that altar now, because now that I'm done with the level, well, first of all, I could heal up here. This Fire Totem is still here. Do they have, like, a certain number of shots, maybe? Anything I want to do before I heal? Nope. Sometimes there are items that, like, take your health to give you other benefits, so I was going to use one of those if I had one, but I do not. So, let me upgrade this Crowbill Ring, destroy the altar, and that gives a lot of good stats. So, I think it's just better than the Ruby Band by a significant amount. I could consider going back to the whip. Yeah, I think now that I have another ring, that makes sense. So, my stats should be pretty good now. That was a solid first couple floors. Now I'm on the boss. Who's it gonna be? Oh, hi. It's Grubbington. Now, since the enemies do not have contact damage, including the bosses, got whacked. Let me place down the Fire Totem. You can just kind of stand inside the boss. And that's actually one of the safer places to be, because these bullets that are shot only go out of the boss's body. That green spot is the weak point. It's a little hard to hit unless it gets positioned perfectly. Place another Fire Totem. This should finish it off. Cool. Now it'll explode one segment at a time. Poison Pouch. Next 10 projectiles imbued with poison. That's okay. I think that's another one of these, like, charge per hit items. I'm gonna keep using the Fire Totem, though, because I haven't used it before, and it seems cool. Potions can be sacrificed at shrines to reduce the cost. That is a pretty useful blessing, especially if you find a bunch of negative potions that you don't really have another use for. These guys are kind of slow, so I'll just hit them from a safe distance. Oh, someone's shooting an arrow at me. I got that blessing arrow that gives a homing effect to my arrows. It's really strong. Holy Relic. Damage dealt charges your magic item faster, so I could use this if I want to spam fire totems, or if I want to equip like 2 charge magic items, and then I could charge them both with this. That's certainly a build that I could go for here. I feel like I'm getting good mileage out of my rings though, so I'll stick with the whip for now. And there's another moonstone sword here. So next time I find an altar, I can make a super moonstone sword, and that would probably be better than the whip. I could use a bomb. Yeah, I've got a couple bombs. The one on the top left is a sticky bomb, the one on the top is a normal bomb, one on the top right is a poison bomb. I could use those to get in there, but it's probably not worth it for just a treasure chest with some money in it. Always got to be a little careful on these guys. And because that one positioned itself perfectly, I'm actually able to get the chest. Spike sword. Chance to cause bleeding. No thanks. Does a lot of damage, but I'm liking the whip. I already do a lot of melee damage. Just being a little careful around that guy. These things. This is a good reason to take... Those enemies are a good reason to take piercing, because each of those individual skulls counts as a separate enemy, or a separate, like, hitbox. So if you don't have piercing, they'll... Ow. Nice shot. If you don't have piercing, your arrows will kind of get blocked by the outer ones until you take them out. This is another charged magic item. It just launches a fist forward. I don't think I want that right now. Let me try putting... Oh. Weird. So I guess you can't place it in the air, but it places it at the end of your dash. I'm pretty impressed with the fire totem so far. The fact that it can just shoot in all directions. Very interesting. Makes it pretty good, actually. And I'm getting a lot of mileage of this piercing. Yeah, fire totem, pretty solid. Those shrines just give you random items as you spend gold at them, and then they break. I'll take the more range damage, and still only good potions. I'm getting lucky. Oh, I kind of hit that guy through the wall there. I didn't realize I could do that. Hello. You broke my shield, you jerk. Oh. Okay, it's a little covered with blood, but there's a thing here in the floor that will absorb items and open up another secret area. That one I've already done, and there's no reason to go... Don't steal my strength potion, please. There's no reason to go back to it after you do it once. It just kind of like unlocks something, and then you've got it forever, and there's no other benefit to going there, unless I'm misremembering. I see one of my favorite blessings in this selection, Blessing of Might. The other two are... Yep, they're okay. But Blessing of Might gives you permanent stat boosts every 10 enemies you kill. It's very strong. These little skulls, though, don't seem to count as like full enemies for those sorts of effects. They don't trigger on-kill effects. The big skulls that are in the center of them do. Hello. Volatile Blessing. Chance to shoot bomb arrows, I believe. Yep. Ardent Bow. Extra magic damage. That's interesting because of my fire totem, which I assume does magic damage. Let me deal with this guy and then I'll keep looking at my inventory. So this is more damage, slow speed, extra knockback. I'll give it a try. Invincibility. I've never seen one of them using invincibility potions before. Enemies can pick up and use items. Sometimes I think they might start with items too. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen an enemy just drink a potion and go invincible on me. That's pretty cool, actually, if that can happen. Those ones are a little dangerous. What's this blessing? Blessing of riches. Enemies drop gold? Yep. I'm actually not sure how much I like the Ardent Bow over the Master Bow. The speed decrease is actually kind of noticeable. And there, my Blessing of Might gave me +2 current health, which is one of the weaker bonuses that it can give you, because, I mean, just 2 health is not that much. It can also give you permanent damage increases, which I would have preferred. This guy up here, sometimes enemies can spawn behind you. I think they might come through the entrance door, so it's kind of good to just keep an eye on whether there's an enemy behind you. It's never good to get snuck up on. Extra range damage. I am using my ranged weapon more, so I'll switch the Emerald Band out for the... or else, yeah, I'll switch those two. If I eat this now, I will be wasting some health, so I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not really worried about my health. Now, was there any other interesting things on this side? A bunch of enemies in there. Like, because I have Blessing of Might, it's possible that it would be worth it to get in there. I don't think it's worth 2 bombs, though. Oh, I wanted to kill you for my Blessing of Might, but I guess he had other plans. That's a situation, I think, where the Ardent Bow would have been a problem. Whoa, nice try, buddy. Yeah, I only took care of that skull without taking damage because of my fire rate was fast enough. And there we go, extra permanent magic damage. Why did that not place my totem? Oh, okay. I think I see how it works. It checks if you're on the ground when you use it, but then it places it at the end of your dash. Is that... Let me test that hypothesis. Yes. Okay, come over here, buddy. Yeah, come on. And another altar. So, I can do some stuff here. Let me not take damage to this slime. I'm actually going to go deal with these enemies first, because I don't want to get snuck up on while I'm doing altar business. My homing arrow blessing is being very useful in these situations. Surely this one's negative. Nope. Just getting insanely lucky. Ow, you jerk. I like how this game lets you... I mean, it's not really unique to this game, but there's all these like magic items, and you can experiment with them, figure out what combinations they're good in. Yeah, it's cool. So, I'm going to upgrade my fire totem. That's pretty exciting. And on paper, it only says that it does more damage, I think, but maybe it fires faster or something like that. And then I can upgrade my moon sword as well. Moonstone sword. So this does significantly more damage, gives me damage resistance. I think that is worth probably removing the emerald ring, because I'm going to be losing a ring slot. And I will use the moonstone ring now. Just a quick scan through my inventory. I don't think I have anything else to combine, so that should be good. And this sword now does 40 damage. Yep, pretty good. Got a healing shrine here in case I need it later. prefer to save my money for other things though. And, because I'm using a sword again, I have access to the down stab again, which does, I think, like 50%, oh, 50% more damage than normal. You got me. Ironic. That item would be useful for getting up there, and I don't. Oh, I do have a way to get up there, actually. Let me just grab all this stuff first. Stun orb. Throw it in suspended mes and stasis. They can still use range attacks on you. They are not actually stunned, so I don't think this thing is that useful. I'm gonna need this tart. And this thing. I can use the Ascension Orb to get up here. I may have been able to get up here through some dash shenanigans also, I just realized, but I kind of wanted to show off the Ascension Orb. So this is... It would take the spot of either my Fire Totem or my Ruby Wand, and I don't want to do that, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to grab the item. Aha! So I'm being offered a Blood Shrine here. 77 health. I do not have that much health, okay? I do not have that much max health. Maybe I'll find some max health upgrades and then I can use that. An egg, nice. A quiver, also nice. I might, based on how this run is going, my inventory's getting a little cluttered. Based on how this run is going, I might actually not want to use, is that my Fire Totem that just did that? Yes. I might not want to use the Ruby Wand anymore. I'm thinking about it. Let me ditch some items in the corner here. Rattling Bow. I think I don't like this one. So it has a cool effect, but it's inaccurate, and I don't know, I find that in situations where you're in danger, having to fire your initial arrows at that speed will get you killed. So I am not going to use the Rattling Bow with this build. I'm sure there are some builds where it works. I also don't need that anymore. And I decided I didn't like the Ardent Bow. Don't need my starting sword. This thing, even though it's super, because it's just like a random enemy drop item, that's not very strong. Even the super version is not very strong. And I don't really need any of these melee weapons because I've got my super Moonstone sword. Keep the ring, just in case. I don't want the Ice Bow. Realistically, I'm not going to be using the Bonebreaker Gauntlet. I have too many other things competing for my equipment slot. So I'm going to go with the Golden Quiver and the Fire Totem. And then Golden Quiver doubles your ranged attack speed for 3 seconds when you use it. So I can kind of use this to set up a defensible turret zone. And I think that sounds pretty fun and effective. Have to charge them both though, so unlike the Ruby Wand, I can't just use it when I'm panicking. But that's okay. I shouldn't be getting in situations where I'm panicking anyway. You gonna come down here? Thank you. The Ether Boots. Interesting. One little criticism of this game, because you only have one equipment slot, and then I happen to get that blessing that gives me a second one, there's just a lot of items that you get where it's like, okay, this is good, but I have something slightly better, so I'm just not going to use it. And then you get 10 items throughout the run that are like that, and it just kind of feels a little bad. It's not a huge problem, but I probably would have done differently. Regardless, the Ether Boots, they charge up on a timer, and then they just give you a movement speed boost. I thought they were bad until I tried it, and they're good, actually. So that's nice. I have a shenanigan I can do here. Because I have the Offering Blessing, I should be able to reduce the amount of health that this shrine asks for. This potion could be really good, but these blessings are also really good. So now I'm going to... Well, let me hold off on that See if I find any more potions throughout the rest of the level to reduce the cost further. Grab this blessing. I think this one is Judgment. Yes. Killing 2 enemies increases your max health by 1. So that would have also solved the problem of me not having enough max health to use the shrine. What was I looking for here? Oh yeah, Crystal Skull. Creates a barrier that blocks projectiles. I could see this being useful in combination with the Fire Totem, maybe, unless it also blocks the Fire Totem's own projectiles. Maybe it's worth testing. Oh, the Crystal Skull charges on a timer. So I'm going to wait for that to charge, and then I'm going to create my defensible turret zone and just see what happens. That seems strong. I'm going to go with that, actually. Oh, another potion. I'll just take these guys out. Ow. You shot me. There is a rune stuck in the ceiling. That's interesting. Shield rune. It blocks 1 hit. I'm pretty sure the Blood Shrine does not count as a hit. This is just like a weapon that an enemy dropped. It's not very strong. There are 2 of them, but I really don't think combining them is going to be better than my Moonstone Sword, so I'm not going to bother. Lime Potion. I am going to sacrifice that to the shrine, and then I'm going to spend 49 health. I should use a shield rune to test that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. 20% more damage and 10% damage reduction. That is good. And now, I'm going to refill my health. Do I have anything else to combine with the altar now? No. Wait, yes. I have this thing, which can just keep being upgraded. Yep, that sure is a bunch of stat increases. I think there's like an achievement for upgrading one of those items to max, which I do not have yet. Oh, this guy. This guy is quite annoying. Come on, wake up. Have my fire totem on your face. Okay. Well, that is where I wanted to be, actually. Ow. I find this boss pretty difficult. I'm gonna try to hit... Ow! You... Stop it! I'll just start smacking the eye from the wall here for a bit. Would you get out of my way? I wonder if I can set my fire totem down up here. Yep, I sure can. But it's out of range, so that was a bad idea. Come on, let me up. Rude. My crystal skull is not very effective here because this thing does not actually shoot projectiles. Ow. The amount of knockback these things have is actually kind of funny. Like when you die to this boss, you just get totally splattered against the wall. Alright, it's almost dead. Maybe I can finish it off with a homing shot. There we go. Take that. Meat, nice. Meat heals 40. Knockback on ranged attacks, that's pretty good. And this is melee attacks can inflict bleeding. Sure. On to the next zone. So, Every zone... Ow. Let me just eat an egg real quick. Every zone has a secret. This one I've not figured out yet. I think it has something to do with the spider pit, but I have not been able to... Oh. Wait, I have no idea what caused that. Was it just standing in the pit and jumping? Okay, let me focus on killing this guy. Because I've never seen this enemy before. It shoots these reflecting shots, looks like. Ow. Got a pretty decent amount of health too. You know, I should be using this. Yeah, come over here to my... Did it run away? It saw me put up my special zone and... Oh, it's down there now. Saw me put up my special zone and decided to leave. Poison slimes are kind of annoying, but I can also use Crystal Skull against them. Yeah, there's a bunch of items in this game where the first time I use them I'm like, I'm not sure how good this is, and then I keep using them and it turns out they are actually good. This thing will fire projectiles at you, and they are pretty mean. I find that it's best to just rush into melee range and take them out. I've got a decent amount of healing here with my elven breads. Do I want to get that thing? Can I get that thing? Yes, if I use the golden feather, which auto charges. So golden feather lets me just jump up there. This is another usable item. As I was just saying, I've used this once and I thought it was not very strong, but I bet there are situations where it'd be really good. In fact, I think I can think of one now. If you can get it it fires a bunch of lightning orbs out from you. So if you are inside an enemy, especially a large enemy like a boss's hitbox, and then you use this, I bet it does a ton of damage. But I'm going to keep using my defensive turret zone strategy for now. I need to take this thing out. Yeah, those things, I think they're actually a pretty well-designed enemy, the little worms. They're very anti-ranged. If you just try to fight them at range, you're probably going to lose and take a bunch of damage. But if you get into melee range and just take them out, then it's not so bad. Unless you have a shenanigan like that. I'm wondering, since I've already identified so many positive potions, I feel like it's best to assume that this one might be negative, and then I'll just use it for shrine reduction later. I can use this to shield myself for one hit. I think I may as well. And what is this? Gain 5 health for every kill for the next 20 seconds. That's pretty good. Once I find a large cluster of enemies, I'll activate that. Ow. Okay, well there goes my shield, and you can get poisoned through shields, so that was not great. Oh. My instinct is still to run away from these guys when I see them, but I think that's wrong. I think you should just charge them. I'm worried that this guy's gonna get up to me. Come on. There we go. What did I pick up just now? Poison Ring and Reflex Lance. So this has... The Reflex Lance has slow speed, but has a slight homing effect. I wonder if the homing effect stacks. I'm gonna try using this one, because that sounds interesting, even though it is slow. Rebound Emblem. Arrows bounce 3 times. I might use that one in some situations. And sacrifice. No, actually, I'll just pay full price for this shrine. It's the more expensive ones that I would prefer to reduce the cost of, and now I'm out of gold. Getting a little low. Let me eat some elven bread. And now I'm just fine. Okay. There's no way to look down in this game, so I'm a little concerned about what's going on down there. I might just drop down and use my... Or this guy can... Hello. If this guy gets up to me, then I'll just take him out up here. There we go. And now it looks actually clear down here, so that's not a problem. Gotcha. I haven't forgotten about my Bloodlust rune, the one that lets me heal from kills. I was going to use it down here, but then I ate my bread instead, and then everyone killed themselves on spikes. Ah, I got poisoned. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for an opportunity where there's a bunch of enemies in one spot. Oh, I can also use this to take these guys out. Just sit there and watch it burn. Royal Ring. Oops. +5 magic damage. I like that, because that should make my totem hit harder. And I seem to be now doing a bunch of damage with my sword, mainly. Power Hoof. This one lets you stomp down on enemies and damage them. There's a decent amount of enemies down there. Maybe I'll use my rune here. And just go nuts on them. Second Royal Ring, that's good. I can combine that in an altar. Did I actually gain health there, or did I lose health? Yeah, just try it, buddy. Crystal Skull is really doing a lot here. Okay, I've defeated the Archfiend, apparently. I would like to bomb my way into there, so I will toss a sticky bomb there. And I think I should probably go back up and check that spider web zone, or the spider pit, and see if something happened there after defeating the Archfiend. So, I'm gonna make my way back up to the top. Might as well grab these pots. A little bit of money. Might make a difference. Probably won't, but it might. I can afford another item here. Teleportation rune. That teleports me back up to the top of the level. Sure. That's where I want to go. Well, not there in particular, but I guess that's okay. So, this is new. I've never seen this place before. Of the 3 secret areas I've seen so far, one of them is that gauntlet that I showed off. One of them is like an obstacle course, and one of them was a puzzle room. This one looks like it might be another puzzle, because it has a reset button. That seems very puzzle-like. This is not a block that I'm familiar with. It looks like I can shoot through it, but can't move through it. Those diamond things are switches. This is gonna toggle, isn't it? Yep. Okay. No. Oh, I didn't mean to reset it. Okay. Hit the button again. Open the door again. Don't step on the button this time. So now I toggle there. Toggle there. So far, this is a pretty easy puzzle. I'm not sure why you would need to reset it at this point. The other one that I did had a reset button, and it was possible to get stuck. So that one made sense. But yeah, that was pretty trivial. And I'm going to be rewarded with... I forget what these things are called. A relic. The Twilight Relic. I don't know what it does. I'll have to find out after defeating the run. Finishing the run. I saw my arrow do some pretty weird swerving there. I think it is, in fact, extra homing. Yeah, that's cool. That's garbage. Potion of the Guardian is good, so I'll drink it. I should have drank that a while ago. And I'm just going to save my unidentified potions. Let's get this guy. You broke my shield. Should be able to make that. Yep. And then I'm going to grab this two gold. Down here, you know, just to be safe, I'll use my special items. Arcane box. This one has a plus on it. Let's stand on it and see if that's good. Oh dear. Okay then. Rattling bow, I already threw the other one away. Oh, do these count as enemies? So that was sort of good, if a little rude on my part. So now I can burn enemies and make them bleed. That's nice. Got a bunch of max health there from the Blessing of Might. Take that one thing out before it can cause a problem. Yeah, Crystal Skull's good. Gold Wand. Launches a bunch of homing projectiles. It's good, but I'm using the Fire Totem, and I have a Super Fire Totem, so I will not be using it. So, what do I have now to combine? I should probably deal with... Hello. Probably deal with these enemies first before they try to ambush me. And there's another blessing here. Hello. Fortitude potion. Yes. Okay. Martyrdom. This is enemies explode when killed or have a chance to explode. Second tier of Blessing of Bleeding is interesting. Calamity is you gain attack speed every time you kill something, temporarily. I don't know, I've never gotten the tier 2 of this blessing. So it's a little bit more damage. That doesn't seem great unless the chance also increased, which it did not say it did. I can combine my royal rings for extra magic damage. Yep, those are good stats. Do I have anything else to combine? I thought I had... Yes, I have 2 ruby bands. That is worse than my Crowbill ring, so I will not be using it. And I think I... Well, let me hold off on destroying the altar to upgrade my Crowbill ring again, because I might find another thing to use on the altar on the stage. Just need to make sure I remember to come back to that. I thought, uh-oh. Well, that was a little scary, but worked out. No. No. Oops. I exploded the health shrine there, or whatever it was. I think it was a health shrine. This is a good time to use this. Poison ring. I think that's my second poison ring, but I'm probably not going to use the poison rings. I may as well go combine them just to check what they do. Battle Brew. Temporarily increases melee damage, restores 10 health, increases max health by 5. It's pretty good. Since I'm not hurting for health at the moment, I will save it for maybe the boss fight. And I am going to go back to the altar now and combine some rings. Alright, what does the super poison ring do? +4 melee damage, 25% poison, and a 40% chance to poison target. That's actually not bad. Given that I am able to hit things with melee more often than I'm doing magic damage, I think that's probably better than the super royal ring. And then let's upgrade the crowbill ring again. Those are some stats. I've upgraded it, what, 3 times now? So I don't know how many upgrades it takes to get it to max level. I also don't know if there are always enough altars on every run to actually make that happen. I hope there's no spider in here. That guy just kind of walked into my bubble. That's rude. Okay, and now we fight the little spiders. I think the poison ring's doing a lot of work. All these little green bolts are the poison procs. Ow, I got poisoned. I should have used this. Oh, it blocks my own shots. That's kind of weird. So it blocks projectiles that come from the outside in. Fair enough. I do a ton of damage. Ah, stop going in my bubble! Gotta stay... Ow! Okay, let me... get some of those. Against the little guys, I'm having no problem. Okay, it's almost dead. Second fire totem. Nice. Blessing of immunity, that would have been nice to have earlier. And being close to death causes a large explosion. I think that one is pretty bad, but it's better than nothing. I prefer not to be close to death. And I think it only triggers once each time you hit a certain death threshold. I placed this poorly. I can't actually hit the worm that I was trying to. I can hit this cave troll, though. Okay, that wasn't so bad, actually. Oh, an egg. Yep. Can I get up there? I mean, yes, but do I care? I think no. Let me back up and do a quick inventory check again. Remind myself what I've got. I should use this battle brew at some point. What is this potion? I have 2 of them now, so it is actually kind of interesting. Oh, poison. Lovely. Good thing I'm partially immune to poison. This will... If I kill that, it'll stop these tentacles from coming out. I was hoping I had another Bloodlust rune, because there's just a lot of enemies, but I do not. Yeah, that homing is kind of crazy now. Golden Skull. This is also a good magic item. The Golden Skull, once you release it, it will just kind of teleport around and zap random enemies. Pretty strong. But I don't think it's better than my Super Fire Totem. My inventory is full, so I need to get rid of a few things here. Realistically, I'm not using Golden Feather anymore. Not going to use those. Not going to use that. Unlikely to use the Holy Relic or the Master Bow. Wait, what? No, I like the homing. Not gonna use the whip. Not gonna use the gold wand. Not using that. Not using that. If I get another ring slot, I would probably use the Ring of Affliction, so I'll save that. It feels weird to toss away the ruby wand when that was supposed to be the point of this character, but I'll save it for now, I guess. Yeah, I'm okay with keeping the rest of that stuff. Let's see what the arcane box does. Oh, it gave me a blessing. Sure. That's great. These guys can throw rocks at you, which is why I set this up, because I don't want to be hit with a rock. And they're coming into the bubble, so I'm going to stun them. Basswood Bow is like a splinter shot sort of thing. Fires a bunch of different projectiles. Let's see, with my increased range damage, how much damage each of those do. And all of them should also have homing. 6 damage, I saw. That's not good enough. I think the Basswood Bow could be good if you have a build where you're like proccing things off of individual range hits. Thank you, Fire Totem. Need to deal with this guy in melee range. Eat the tart. I now have 2 green potions. Let's identify them. Oh, it's bad. And I'll just drink this one. Okay, that one's invincibility. That's a good one to know. Typically, you don't want to just drink random potions in, like, the middle of a boss battle, but it's good to know what the invincibility potion is, so that now I can save it for a boss battle. Affinity potion is good. Yes, I'll take it. This door. I do not know how to get in here. I also still don't know what I did to summon the Archfiend in that other level. But this one I've been completely unable to enter. I've tried bombing it. I've tried getting those cave trolls, because they can break blocks. I've tried getting them to smash their way in, but they don't seem to be able to break it either. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try, like, carving a way around it. See if there's some indication of what to do. Oh, I've alerted the horde. Come on. Come up here so you can get one shot by me. Yeah, I don't know how to get in there. Maybe you can teleport in somehow? I don't think the ruby wand could do it, because the ruby wand doesn't let you go through walls. Ow. Alright, I'll let the fire totem deal with those, and I'm going to leave. Hello. Just trying to stay safe for a bit, because that was a little scary. I'm going to take my battle brew. Oh, too many skulls around for my liking. Got him. This, I think this area, the fungal grotto or whatever it's called, is probably the hardest area, even though it's not the last one, because... now I'm sort of wishing I didn't toss away the other Master Bow. Oh well. Because you are at a lower power level than you are at the final area, and I think the final area is only equally difficult to this. Maybe even slightly less difficult. Nice try. Got my crystal barrier here. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, I'll come back to that altar once I've cleared out the stage. These guys should not be able to get to me, so I can just... Hello. I'll just shoot them. Shoot their feet. Fortitude potion, that's good. Yeah, so I'll look around, see if I can find any more items. What are you doing here? But, oh, okay, there's one more area up there, and then that's probably it. Got him. Orcish Ring reduces my magic damage, so that's a non-starter. And I already have 2 good rings. Yeah, I really have no idea what to do about this. I can't go in through the diagonal, right? No, of course not. That's not the direction I meant to throw that. Thank you, controller. Yeah, okay. There's gotta be, like, something else in the stage that opens this up. Or you have to do... Maybe you have to, like, fall on it from a great height and that bust it open. This kind of looks like a down arrow here. I've tried standing on top of this one, and I'm currently holding down on my control stick. You know, like a Mario Bros. 3 sort of eventually you phase through sort of idea. What if I try using my magic item here? Nope. What if I try sacrificing the Orcish Ring? What if I try... I've never seen this negative potion before. Or maybe I have. Oh, slow poison. Never mind. It's the poison potion. The way that was worded just confused me. What if I drink a negative potion? No. What if I throw a stun orb at it? Well, I put myself in stasis. And no. Okay. Well, I give up for now. What do I have for the altar? I think I only have the Crowbell Ring. And it's still not fully upgraded because I didn't get the achievement. Wow. I think there might be 1 altar per zone then, maybe? Just stand here and make sure nothing can hurt me. Wait for this slime to stop. Oh, get off the tentacle zone. You did a little damage to me, and that's unacceptable. Oh, the tentacle orb is down at the bottom. Oh, shield rune, very nice. And I'll just use my healing item here, because I've got space for it in my max health. This enemy is a little annoying. That's a demon, but fire totem will take it out. The reason why demons are annoying is because they block all attacks that hit them in the front, but not magic attacks, apparently. So this thing steals 10 of your health, increases your max health by 20. I don't need to use it because my max health is sufficient at the moment. And there's no reason to just take some damage now to get more max health that I don't need. Okay, make that quiet down a little. I've got a second emerald band now. I should be able to stand here. Oh, fell down when I didn't want to. Okay, I'll put this here so they can't shoot me with rocks. And that should do it. Oh, one of them's still alive. Come on, poison slime. And you need to leave. These little mushroom guys are not very threatening. There's just a lot of them. Health Shrine. So it's quite expensive, but I've got that potion discount thing. $9.66. I can almost afford it. Oh, hello. Never to use my crystal barrier at the last moment there. And another potion. So do I want... I think Fortitude is max health, right? And I don't really care about my max health anymore, so I'll sacrifice it to the shrine. Well, now I care about my max health. But I still think that was a decent play, because now I've saved some money for later. I think I'm finding in this run that the Crystal Skull is very good. And so is the Fire Totem, because they just sort of stay where you put them and do stuff for you. Oh, that guy almost got me. Tesla, Nourishment, Warlock. Warlock, I think, is increased magic damage. Chance to deal magic damage on top of regular attacks. That's pretty good. Angle's a little awkward here. Don't think I didn't see you, buddy. Cave Troll's gonna toss a rock at me. Have a Fire Totem, buddy. Oh, it's just out of range of the Fire Totem. So sad. That Fire Slime just destroyed my shield. Ah, no, hey, that's my shield, not yours. Second gold wand, but I'm not gonna use it. Yeah, that's another shield. I'm not going to use it here because I'm not taking, like, huge hits. And since it just blocks one hit, I would prefer to use it in a boss fight where I'm more likely to take a lot of damage in one instance. Ricochet Blessing. That's pretty good. My arrows bounce now. Combined with the homing, I should be able to do some sneaky trick shots with that. Lightning Orb. It's just like a throwable that creates a zone that does one instance of lightning damage. I'm not going to spend money on that. What's up here? The Dull Ring. This is, yeah, it can be combined with potions at altars. I wonder what happens if you combine with a potion of the Guardian. I've only tried this once before, and the potion that I combined it with was, gave you extra range damage. Let's see what this does. Oh, thank you. And it also gave me an extra ring slot, so a free ring that gives you extra range damage. So I think it's pretty decent, and I'm going to save that for the next altar, and I'll probably save the Potion of the Guardian too, because having a ring that gives you some sort of shield-related effect sounds very strong. Okay, this boss. It is not damageable in many of its forms, so you just kind of dodge its attacks. I'm not sure actually if... excuse me. Okay, now it's damageable. So I'm going to use this and hide in it and deal a bunch of damage. Okay, now you hit it in the side and just beat up on this orb. Oh, my fire totems are using all their shots on the invincible phase. How unfortunate. Panic used my skull there because I realized I was going to get hit. Oh, it even blocks the lightning. I kind of wasn't expecting that. That's cool. Oof. I think I've got it here. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Calamity, that's pretty good now that I have a lot of attack power, because I can really go crazy on groups of enemies now. And Lightning Blessing is only okay. It doesn't proc very often, so it's like a little bit of extra damage every once in a while. those things you can only hit them from behind, and then they will explode after a while. They try to charge you like that. Oh, hello. Okay, well, now there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on here, so I'm going to panic and then just kill everything. Great. Oh, I think I alerted some guys up there. I don't yet know what all the... Okay, that guy's shooting a shotgun at me. And I think the blue ones are snipers. And there's another one that is... throws, like, cluster bombs at you. Come on. Got it. Obsidian ring. That is a defensive ring. It's okay. It's only 10% reduction, so I'm not going to use it over my other stat increasing rings. I would like to take care of this guy before he becomes a problem. Oh, I thought he might shoot again. 136 health. That is a tall order for a blessing. And I only have one potion right now, which I wanted to use on an altar, so I'm not going to do that. That sounds like a good way to lose the run through hubris, or greed. Okay, I was just checking around if there were any enemies I needed to know about. Yikes. I don't want to be in there. Okay, that was a little scary, but worked out. Now, if I get enough potions, maybe I can reduce... hi. Maybe I can reduce the price of that demon shrine, or the blood shrine, by enough. This thing lets me fire an additional arrow sometimes. That's good. Oh yeah, I've got the ricochet. I should be using that. It's a little hard to do here. No, 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 no. Okay, the lightning blessing actually killed it there, so I'm being proven that that it does save you in some situations. I can get back up, right? Yes. Oops. Just go the long way around. Oh, hi. Bomberman. Hmm. 136 health. I don't know, I feel like I should probably still just conserve my health because I'm out of healing items. Those blessings are good, but they're not like 100 health worth of good. Probably. And I'm already one-shotting certain things with like a critical hit. I do a ton of damage. I don't think I need another demonic blessing. Thank you for the magic damage. My fire totem is pleased, probably. Trying to trick shot this thing. Okay, toughness. This one gives you extra health and max health, I think. Volatile tier 2, fiery arrow. I feel like my offense is great and I need more defense. I don't even know what happened there. Got him. This is a unique item that those fire-breathing bats can give you. It's pretty cool, but it's not what I'm doing right now, so I'm not going to do it. And I think lava is instant death. I've never actually fallen in it, and I prefer not to. So I don't think that chest is even worth it. Hopefully there's an altar on this stage. Got him. Yeah, this is kind of what I mean by when I said that I thought that the fungal grove was harder than this stage, because now my power level is so high that I can just kind of stand here and destroy the whole level at very little risk to myself. Okay, those things are, it's kind of hard for me to tell when they're dead or not, those swarms of lava balls. I got the odd ring. Makes your health deteriorate by 1 every 5 seconds. Gives you a bunch of really good stats, but I'm not going to use it. If I had more passive healing... That guy is a friendly adventurer down there. I'll just let them deal with this nonsense. Oops, I accidentally fell, so never mind. Yeah, if I had more ability to heal myself, then I might use the odd ring. Because 10 magic damage is a lot. Don't explode on me. Acid potion, nice. Oh, I put that down because I thought I was being swarmed by 2 enemies, but one of them was a good guy. I could probably afford this if I sacrifice some potions. I think at this point a full heal is worth more than 2 extra range damage, so I'll save that potion. Come on. Come on, buddy. And you too. I think that is the charge blessing, which makes your magic items charge faster. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to use this one. And use that one. I can almost afford it. I'm also passively getting extra magic charge from Blessing of Might. Blessing of Might is very strong. Cool. Oh, I should have used a demon rune before doing that. Oh well. Because I think it was a slight overheal. Probably won't end up mattering. And there's the altar. I don't think the slime is dead. Maybe it is. Ow. Now, I assume that charging thing can go... Oh, so many potions. 2 potions of invincibility, and that thing just killed itself on the spikes. My inventory is full. I've got 2 ruby rings. I doubt I'll be using this, but it's good to have. Okay, now, the exciting part. Dull Ring plus Potion of the Guardian. What does this do? I could also have tried it with the Potion of Invincibility, but there's no way the ring just makes you permanently invincible. Gain a shield at the start of each level, 10% damage for each active shield. Does not give you an extra ring slot. It's a little underwhelming. I'm not sure that 1 shield per level is worth a ring slot at this point. If I'd gotten this much earlier, then I could have a lot of extra shields and extra damage. But I think the poison is actually better here. And can I fully... Is this going to be the max upgrade? Really? It's still not max upgraded? Okay, if you say so. 2 potions of invincibility. That should... That's like a game-winning setup there. Those are random items. I still can't afford it. Okay, that's fine. Nice try, buddy. Trying to sneak up on me. Is that okay? Well, as I was saying, game winning. Because now I just have the final boss left. Let me make sure my cursor is on the potion of invincibility so I can quickly just open up and use it. And I could have combined the emerald bands, but I think I still like my 2 rings that I'm using. Okay, final boss. I think I've got a pretty good setup here to win. I'm feeling confident. And it's the Overlord. Come on down here, buddy. He stole my bubble. I'm just gonna wail on him for this first phase. I'm taking a bunch of damage, but that's okay. That was pretty sloppy. I'm not too worried about it. Now he's got... That's his crystal bubble now, not mine. I put that there. Yeah, burned to death. Just gotta avoid these. There are ways to damage him inside there, because there's like ranged attacks that don't count as projectiles. But I do not have any of them. I think really I should just be applying status effects at a distance. Yeah, I should be standing somewhere where he can't easily get to me and just sniping him. Well, that's good. Second phase done. Time for the third phase. Have a nice fire totem. Hide in my crystal barrier. Crazily good item, this crystal barrier. I'm very impressed. I have... the crystal barrier went away. I wanted to see if it could block that, but then it went away at the last moment. I've definitely been underestimating the crystal barrier in my previous runs. I wish it had a little bit more indication. Oh, it does flash when it's about to go away. I just didn't notice before. And that extra charge time is letting me put down so many of these... Ow! So many of these fire totems. I'm actually hitting the boss from here. Well, I was. And I wasn't when I actually said it. Okay. Phase 3 is done. Phase 4 of 10. No, just kidding. This is the last phase. Oh, so spooky. I think crystal barrier... Oh, right. I've got to dodge this thing that's going to try to... Did it just destroy my fire totem? No, my fire totem's just invisible. Yeah, this... slashing bubble is the only reason why this phase is hard. I'll just do this, sure. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I have pushes of invincibility. And this is exactly why I saved 3 of them, because now I can just do this. Maybe I should have waited for when it was vulnerable. I think I've got it here. Okay, I'm no longer invincible. The last one, just to be sure. that there so that... I wish the fire totem would like recognize that it wasn't actually capable of damaging the boss. Anyway, a little sloppy, but still a good fight. Oh, some money. And that's Caveblazers. Except for the secrets that I don't know about yet. And I unlock a bunch of cosmetics. Hooray! Yep. That's the game. That was a pretty good run. You get a check mark on each of the perks when you complete them, so that is my 6th win. And then I still have a bunch more of these perks to win a run with. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.